Hey,
Hey,
Tina.
hey, how's it going? How's it going? What's been up? What's going on in the world today?
Girl, Houston is all over the news.
Girl.
And I ain't talking about the World Series.
Yeah,
I'm
but
talking about this thing with the rapper being shot.
yes, I mean, take off from the Migos. You know what? I'm just becoming. I don't want to say immune to it. I saw Chris Rock this week, and he was like, "We pretty much are." It's like, oh, somebody got shot, they got killed. Boom, we just kind of keep moving on, and that's kind of how this world has been. It's like, you know, we not surprised about whatever may happen.
And it's sad because there should be some kind of shock or something
Mhm.
that happens to our psyche and system where we
Mhm.
say enough is enough. How can we change it? What can we do to implement some kind of policy and procedure that keeps it from happening again? I,
Yeah.
I mean, this young man
Yeah.
should be able to go out and enjoy a dice game. He should
Yeah.
be able to go out and wear his jewelry and
Yeah.
enjoy his friends,
Mhm.
go out of town and have a
Yeah.
great time. You
Yeah.
know,
And
you
not be
shouldn't.
worried.
And
But you know what? But the thing about it is we got Instagram, we got these things that are just telling people exactly where we at that moment in that time. And people are on these social media platforms and they telling people where they are. So you never really just know what to what people thinking. Oh, he think he that, he think he this. You don't know, or maybe maybe really. I think it was an altercation in a bowling alley. They were having some kind of private event, but I'm at my wits end on
yeah.
where is safety. Where can you ever feel safe?
Nowhere in the arms of Jesus.
In the
That's
arms
about
of
it.
Jesus. Yeah,
Because folks will come in your house, including the
yeah,
police, while you
yeah,
sleep, minding
sleeping.
your own business.
Or break it or come in your house while you laying on the couch and they at the wrong door.
And then I saw a story where it right in my neighborhood here in Minnesota where people were breaking into occupied homes. So they want you to be there. They
Mhm.
said they only looking for
Over. But
occupied homes.
that's crazy. I mean, it's becoming this. You don't we overshare. We tell everybody everything about what's going on in our life, and
Yeah,
you to the point where it's unsafe. You
it
really
is.
you really need to not tell so much.
Okay, so can you know you talking to me. You all on my toes, my feet are bleeding because that's what I do. If you listen to anything I do on social media, I'm sharing. I'm over here and I'll be
Overshare.
here till noon. I'll be here till 1 o'clock. So if you want to rob me or you want to break in my house, this is how much time you have
Yeah,
because I
they
am
know where
over
you
here.
at. They know where you at. People go on vacation. I was even watching this bling show where they was watching, like, back in the day, all of these celebrities go on vacation and break in their house. I knew they was at an award show, or knew they were at a banquet,
Yeah.
or knew they were at some event, and they were breaking and they had taken all their stuff. So, it's like we are not safe at
Yeah.
our home, and we're not safe when we get out the house. I'm
Well,
like,
Tina, when did this start? Was there a time that you can remember where it started? Because it just is commonplace now, but at one point it wasn't. The death of a rapper from gun violence, when Biggie Smalls and Tupac happened, it was big news. It shocked
mm-hmm,
the world.
mm-hmm,
Everybody remembers where they were when they
yep,
found out Tupac died. Everybody remembers what they were doing when they found out Biggie
mm-hmm,
Smalls died. And
mm-hmm,
and no matter how much glorification of violent rap music that takes
mm-hmm,
place. Too Short still alive,
yeah.
Snoop Dogg still alive, Suge
Mhm.
Knight still alive. He in jail, but he's still alive. You people weren't dying.
Mhm. But I tell you, social media, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell you, I think something popped up. I think I joined Facebook back in 2008. So I've been on
Mhm.
Facebook since
A long time.
2008.
Yeah.
And so I've been there a long time. And I want to say, it was some other social media before that. I don't think I did any other social medias before that. But it seemed like right then, this is kind of when people started, you could post your location. People were knowing where you were and knowing where things were going on, and seeing people showing their homes now. People show they're out with jewelry and expensive things, and riding around in these fancy cars and stuff like that. And I would almost say, as soon as we started posting what we do, what we
Wow.
have,
Wow.
our safety has become an issue because
Okay, I never put that together, Tina. I
mhm,
never thought about it like that because
mhm.
there was a time when we
Yeah,
had stuff. Nobody broke in the house. We went on vacation. We didn't have to pray and plead the blood and
yeah.
oil up
Got
and
cameras. I got so many cameras around my house. I got a camera pointing to the backyard. I got one pointing to the front door. I got
see,
rings. I got
see,
a ring. I got all
see.
these Alexa things that can turn on
Yeah,
and start
yeah,
looking around and cameras popping on. I'm telling you, because I don't know. I even have something that, because I have a three-story or three-level home,
yeah.
and I
Mhm.
can't hear down in the
You can't
basement
hear the
area.
basement. Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I got a little thing that pop. If I'm telling you, leaves be moving out there, and the thing camera just a pop
Girl,
on,
not the
and
leaf.
and, and
Not
it's
the
and it
leaf.
comes on my TV. It comes on my Fire TV. It's like, I see people walking by. They may be walking their dog, so I
Girl,
had
you
to.
got it set on extra sensitive.
I'm telling you, because I be paranoid, because I back up to a main street. So my,
Okay.
my 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 walkout is to a main
To
street. And
Main
I'm like,
Street.
and so I was like, I'm like, you don't know who's gonna be back there? Girl, they be stealing
Okay.
all your stuff back there.
Now I have to push back and ask you this. Why we can't have nice stuff and brag about it? Oh, have we gotten to the point where I can't go buy a car and be like, look at my car? Or I can't
Mhm,
go buy a new TV and say, look at my TV.
mhm,
Why we gotta hide our stuff? Why we gotta hide
mhm,
our blessings and our celebrations and stuff? Is it that
mhm.
crazy
Is
right
that
now?
it is that crazy right now. I'm gonna tell you, I bought, big screen TVs. Do you know what? I wasn't putting them out to trash. I put them in the back of the SUV, drove them to a
A
recycle
recycle
bin, and threw it in there. Because you know what? In my mind, I kept on saying, I don't want nobody to just be like, she got a big, she got all these TVs and this.
It must be
No,
something else in there. It's probably
yeah,
some money in there.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and you know
Because
what?
they looking. People, we want to believe people ain't looking at our stuff.
They
People, they
looking,
looking
they watching.
when you
And
posting.
it made me think about something because I remember back in the day before Facebook, like you said, before we got on social media and had all the social media stuff, like we would, when we would go on vacation, we would pack up our stuff in the middle of the night and put it in the trunk. Like
Hmm.
we would, back it into the garage,
Yeah,
but we would
exactly.
normally park on the street and then we would throw all the stuff in the garage and then back out like we ain't even
Going up,
going
yeah,
nowhere. We just running
exactly.
out to the store. We ain't tell no neighbors, we ain't tell
Especially during a
nobody.
holiday, they didn't even
Yes.
know we were like thieves in the night. My daddy be like,
Like,
"Come on, let's go." He'd be like, "Come on, let's go." I'm like, "We're leaving right now." It's 3 a.m.
yeah, yeah,
And we had burglar bars, and back in the day, girl, we had some real thieves in my neighborhood
real,
because
yeah.
they knew how to get through the burglar bars, girl. Do you know they? One time they came through the roof, girl.
Girl, they
They
was
didn't took
doing
the
the
thing.
most.
They didn't took the screen off for the top of the roof, and then came on in the house.
Girl, and this the thing, social media changed them and us because where we would normally say, oh, okay, well, I'm going to hide, I'm gonna be a ninja, I'm not leaving my house until the night when everybody's asleep. We posting
We
right
post.
away.
Mhm.
They changing, and we changing too.
Yep.
Cause now we posting everything. We gonna be in Houston till Friday.
Mhm.
Y'all my
Yeah,
mamas, y'all come see me. Well, I done told
exactly.
everybody in damn Minnesota I'm in
Yeah,
Texas. Rob me,
exactly.
please. Yeah.
Yes. And I tell you, I got to tell you a story. So, Deion Sanders, I guess the Jackson State University was playing Houston.
Mhm.
Texas Southern is this week, and he had a speech for his, they got the little rally, coach
Okay.
rally of
Yeah,
speech,
yeah.
and he told them, you know what, when you go to play, because a lot of people from Houston, he said, when you get to a certain level in life, them people that you knew in the neighborhood, the hood, the homeboys, everybody at the high school, you don't know
Yeah.
them no more. You don't know them. They are no longer people that you would know. You knew them back in the day, but you don't know what they've been doing, how they living, what they think about you, when you go and you see them, you go with caution. You act like you be cordial, because you know them, but you actually have to pretend like, don't tell them what you got, don't tell them what you have. You act like they just brand new people off the street, because when I graduated from high school, I'm gonna tell you what my brother told me when I'm walking across the stage. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. I'm telling all these people, oh, I see you. We gonna be hanging like. My brother said, you don't know them people. When I walked across the street, he said, he said, when you leave this school, you don't know them. They are strangers to you because their lives are gonna change. Things have happened in their life, and you don't know what they may do because of what happened in their life. And I realized that is the truth. I came by, I went back to the old neighborhood. I said, hey, I saw this guy. He was riding on a little bitty bike. I said, what you
A
doing?
bite.
A little, you know what he told me? He said, I'm waiting for my mama to die so I can get the house.
That's a
That was his long-term plan. I was like, up. I said, see, I don't know y'all no more. And this was a guy I hung out with every day at lunch for like 4 years of high school. And I saw him and he's like,
oh my
he
God.
didn't go to college, didn't go to military, didn't do nothing. He said, he
I'm
said, my
just
mom and
waiting.
daddy own this house. He said, I'm waiting for my mama to die next so that could be my
And
house.
and with the way storms is coming through Houston, that house subject to get knocked off the foundation
In
because you're
Northeast
waiting.
Houston, yes. And the crazy part about it, like, that's why I say you don't know people. And just like when we go out in the world, we on social media telling everybody we don't know them people. We don't
Mhm.
know them people on social media on the other end that's reading, looking at our stories, reading what we doing. It's somebody that's real calculated. They probably saying, she finna leave. Let me call Billy. We finna go over there. We gonna bag up the truck. They gonna think it's them.
Girl,
Girl.
because I be putting pictures of the RV in front of the house. We getting ready to leave. I'm singing the song. We over here at the Quick Trip in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, my neighbor's like, I just saw y'all pull out. Girl, never even
Mm,
in my
I
head.
yeah, and I think I think we have we want the safety, but we haven't we don't have the platform to because
No.
we the platform to maintain that safety that we really want or had before because it's gone,
It's
it's
gone.
gone,
It's
it's
gone.
gone.
And we're not really doing anything as a society to get it. Like you said, we want to post right away. We want to put the stuff up right away.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my friend Fanshawn went on vacation a couple of weeks ago, and she was telling some of the girls, she said, let's start putting our pictures up like the day before we leave. And I said, "Well, why are you waiting?" And she said, "I just don't want to give these people the opportunity to know that we gone for 7 days."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "So we're gonna just start posting the day before we get ready to leave. Beautiful pictures, video, and
Mm-hmm.
everything else." And then she got home and started posting it. I didn't even think about it. She said, "You got folks who know that your RV out front the house, so they can just come and case your house. All they gotta do is look for that big ass
Oh,
RV."
and I'm telling you, and I have to say, I used to be probably more diligent. I never posted pictures of kids, because when Facebook first
Oh
came out,
yeah,
I would never, because my kids would be out and we'd be at the pool, and I
yeah,
ain't posting nobody kids with bathing suits and swimsuits because they were little kids. But then when I got on Instagram, everybody Instagram is instant. You
yeah,
live, you this.
yeah.
I
Right
would
then, right
always
there.
post stuff a week late. I'll be like a day or late, a week late. They were like, "Girl, you over here now?" I'm like, "No, that was last week." Because
See,
but I stopped because it's because everybody want to know what you're doing right now.
yeah. And
So
and
I tend to be more instant, but you don't need to
yeah,
be instant.
no, and you know what? People don't need to have that much access to us. We are drained, we are tired, we are
Hmm.
worn because people keep pulling on us and they get access to us, and they shouldn't have that much access. You shouldn't be able to know exactly where I am. Girl, we used to not even have call waiting. If you call somebody's house and the phone was busy, then you just call back. Or if they got call waiting, you click over on the beep, or you can leave a message.
Hmm.
And if somebody wasn't at home,
They would know.
you had to wait. And that developed the patience in us.
Hmm.
People are not patient
They
anymore
not
and they
patient.
want to know what the hell is going
No,
on
no, nah.
right then.
I had a cousin call me. I ain't never really got a Facebook messenger call. But if you on Facebook, I didn't even know you on
Yeah,
Facebook
they can
and
call
and,
you like a
and they could
phone.
call you like a phone. Girl, she called me. I'm like, which she said, girl, I didn't have your phone number, but I knew you always on Facebook. And because a little light comes on when we on
Yeah,
Facebook that
yeah,
says
yeah.
you're
Tina's
online.
on. Yeah, Tina's on.
Girl, she called me. I said, and I have been diligent about making sure I do not put my phone number in nothing Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, because
And
they will snatch it. Yeah.
I said, no, she did not just call me. How you call me? But you know why? Because our
Mm,
emails, our everything is connected to our phone.
everything.
So our Facebook, if you own your Facebook on your phone, that's a
They can
phone.
call you. Yeah.
Girl, I
Facebook
said,
say you ain't Facebook say you do not have to go through Southwestern Bell
you
to
do
get a
not.
call through. Come on, Facebook got you. You need
This is
email, we got you.
IP at its best. This is called, you are always walking around with the internet.
Yeah, yeah, baby. Facebook say you ain't got to go nowhere. Ugly Wanda used to say on the living color, you ain't got to go nowhere. We got you.
We got you.
We
You
got
ain't
you
got.
for
You
real.
know what? I don't want nobody to have me, and I just want to. And I do pray for our young people because
Oh,
I
girl.
do feel like they go and they're in this excitement. I mean, I was just
Yeah,
talking to a girlfriend today. She said, "Oh, Ti and all of these people are going to be at some little taco festival today." I said, "No, I ain't going." I said, "Girl, I stay clear from places like that." I
yeah.
said, Last time I went to a Hennessy party, it seemed like it was fun. It was in the front of the police department in the city and county building in down Dallas. Girl, they didn't broke out and fight, shoot. I said,
But the
mm-mm.
police right there.
They was right there. I bet they had 1,000 police out there. It was in front of the police station,
Mm.
and they was having like a Hennessy, like a food truck thing.
Yeah,
They don't.
yeah.
Girl, I left there. They said, "Girl, you gone?" They said they didn't had a shootout. They didn't did this. I said, see, I'm scared to be in those type of crowds where people and that somebody might have bumped into somebody. I
Yeah.
feel like Pookie and so somebody then bumped into you and now y'all want to, duke,
Rumble.
they don't duke it out. Like remember we used to go to the 7-Eleven,
Yeah.
meet me up at the store. Now, girl, somebody say something.
And that's probably what happened with that poor boy from
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta.
Yes,
I feel so
that's so
bad for his
sad. But
mom.
yeah, I mean, those are we got kids, and and
Sons.
they just thinking they're going out to have a good time, and you never know that you ain't gonna even come home tonight.
Yeah, and I hope that they catch whoever did it. They got it
Yeah,
on
they haven't
camera.
caught it, and yeah, they got it
I
on
don't know
camera,
how they
but
ain't caught it. Everybody was in that room. They know who shot that boy. Somebody need to say something. We need to stop this shit.
yes,
This shit
yeah,
where don't nobody say, oh well, we don't have what?
yeah.
All the people in that room?
Snitches get stitches. Oh, you know what? Somebody needs to snitch because that could have been them.
That's
Or that could
somebody's
be them the
son.
next time, and ain't nobody gonna tell. You don't want, somebody getting away with that. And the fact that you have brought a gun into a public place like this, and I know Texas is the wild, wild west over here.
Notorious.
And I'm telling you, everybody walk around here. I even seen somebody I was at a place and the guy put the doggone thing on the table. I said, now doggone
Oh,
well. You got a license to carry, but that does not mean
that's
even the guy in my neighborhood, he walks around with his thing strapped around his waist, walking his dog. And so I tell you, it's the wild wild west over here
and that's
in
what I keep
Texas.
telling my mama. I said, Mama, it's not like that everywhere. It's not. And if you haven't been and you do a lot of world traveling,
I lived in
for a fact,
Colorado for
it's
25
not
years.
like that
It was
everywhere.
not it was not like that at all. I mean, I came back to Texas. I've been in shock. I felt like I didn't came from a foreign country.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to move back home, Tina, but I can't.
Mm-mm.
It's
Nah,
it's
yeah.
too many layers and levels of
Yeah.
stuff that's wrong that nobody's trying to fix. They're
Yeah.
not trying to, we're getting ready to vote. We're having these
Yeah.
elections,
Evictions.
and they're not trying to even. How in the heck do you? How in the heck are they putting people in office who would let the state freeze?
Yeah.
People who would lie about what happened in
Yeah.
Uvalde
Yes.
and then not put any kind of safeguards in place. You don't want to talk about locking doors, and you really need to get the guns out of the hands of the people who have them. It's just it's amazing to me how close some of these races are, like Herschel Walker in Georgia.
Ain't it
People who should
crazy?
be in the
Me
running.
embrace. But the thing about it, they still think Trump should have won,
Yeah,
and they got half the people out there still think that, and they ready for him to run again. So when you think about that, we think of the logic, and I tell it to my sister all the time.
yeah.
I said we look at the logic in the politics, but there are some people who have some thoughts about what the world and who should be in office that are totally different from ours, and there's just as many of them as it is of us,
Girl, and they more determined.
and they more determined. If they will rush the Capitol, if they will do what girl. I
They
always
something
say,
else.
girl, if that was a Black Lives Matter movement, girl, everybody would have
Girl,
been shot and dead.
please, please. And the reason that they rushed the Capitol is because they knew there wasn't nothing gonna happen. And that's the problem that we have in our society
Privilege,
is
that
that
privilege.
people have not been held accountable. It's that privilege,
Hmm.
and they are not doing what it is that they need to do to hold these people accountable. Because I'm telling you, the first one go to jail for 40 years, the second one ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
No.
I'm pretty sure that, I even wonder if, even if everyone is convicted in these trials today, are they really going? Is it really going to change anything? Because it doesn't change your mindset or thought. When a guy get you on the stand finna go to prison, you gonna say Trump won.
Right?
I'm like, what? I'm like, are you
Girl,
you still toting that? You going to
yeah.
jail?
Yeah, they going.
And
And
it's like they don't.
it,
It's a different mindset, and I think we would want to believe that the logic and people logical they got
no,
their own thoughts,
no.
but
That's why people got to tune in to our show because it's the only place where you're gonna get two girlfriends that's making sense.
it's making sense, girl. I enjoyed so much talking to you, girl.
I love you, girl. I'll talk
Love
to
you
you next
too.
week. All
All
right.
righty, talk to you later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Read it. Hey. Read it. Hey. Read it. Hey. Read it. Hey.
Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Now, qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, free high-speed internet from Xfinity. And Internet Essentials customers can get equipment included at no extra cost. Get started today.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride at being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
When my daughter was first diagnosed with autism, I didn't know what to do because I knew she qualified for services and resources for people with disabilities. But trying to figure out how to manage everything was overwhelming. So I turned to the folks at Acra Home Care for help because for 30 years they've helped families like mine and provided self-guided personal care assistance services and financial management assistance for their developmentally delayed and elderly loved ones. The folks at Acra helped us get a fence so my daughter could play outside in the backyard safely and even showed me how to use the resources to get a trampoline. And that's just a couple of the things that Acra Home Care does. Whether it's assisted living, mental health, or home health care, they've got you covered. Acra will make sure your loved ones who need services actually get it. Go to their website at acrahomecare.org or give them a call at 952-935-3515.
There's a new way to get around in North Minneapolis. It's Metro Transit Micro, a new ride-sharing service that connects you with Metro Transit bus routes or wherever you need to go on the north side. It's convenient, affordable, and accessible. Metro Transit Micro uses minibuses to reach more neighborhoods, and you'll have shorter wait times. It costs just the same as bus routes, and it's easy to use. You can pay your fare in cash, a go-to card, or the Metro Transit app. Just go to metrotransit.org/micro. Download the app and create your account. It's really simple. So whether you're going to a friend's house in Bryn Mawr to watch the Vikings game, or you need to get dropped off at the Metro C Line station to hop on a bus to get to work across town, Metro Transit Micro got you covered. Book a ride, get picked up, and get where you need to go. Start riding today on one of the new Metro Transit Micro minibuses.
It's back to school time, and that means it's back to cooking breakfast for your kiddos and making school lunches. That's a lot of cracked eggshells and cut-off sandwich crust. Now listen, before you think about throwing those food scraps away, think about recycling them. Ramsey County has a program that can help you do just that, and it won't cost you a dime. Ramsey County has a free food scraps recycling program that lets you collect stuff like apple cores, coffee grounds, and veggie scraps. Here's how it works. Put all those scraps into a compostable bag. Then once a week, drop it off at a free food scrap site by your house. And listen, I understand that life is busy, so if you can't get there once a week, just toss the bag in the freezer until you can find the time to do it. To locate a food scrap collection site near you and to get more information about the program, visit RamseyRecycles.com/food scraps and tell your friends and family about it. Let's all do our part to help save the planet.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really, don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake a mom. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.